Okay, y'all. Hey, it's me, Big Beautiful Shay. I wanted to get up on here before I can be like real and authentic. I'm sorry I'm laying down, but like I told y'all gonna get the truth. And I'm trying to do this. I got so many videos on my phone. It's just I really haven't been able to post anything because mentally a lot of things have happened in the last like 3 years that makes me question a lot. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. It's like 11:23 at night. But anywho, um, let me just say it. Okay. 2 years ago, I lost my mama, and it was around, literally, mentally, around the third or the second. I believe it was the third, and it just messed me up mentally. And my mama was everything. I do have my daddy in my life, don't get me wrong. But my daddy, he don't stay here. He stay out of town. I am a daddy's girl, but I am also a mama's girl. I was the baby of four, so yeah. Keep in mind, y'all. Like I said, 2 years ago, my mom passed. Within that 2 years, a lot of stuff happened. The same month, a week later, my oldest nephew passed. That took me completely out. It took me out because it's like, let me just back it up. It's a lot, y'all. I'm gonna be real with y'all, cause I think y'all gonna judge me anyway. The only one who could truly judge me is God. So I'm gonna be honest. So let's just see. I believe it all started. It was like April, and it was my cousin. She called me, let me know that. Excuse me, y'all. I'm starting to sound like man. She called me and she let me know that her husband, because at the time they were still married, even though they were separated, he passed. He was a dear friend of my ex-husband as well as myself, and he is my niece's, you know, he's my niece's dad. So she called me and she let me know, hey, Rob is, well, I hate to say his name on here. She was telling me, well, he passed, and it kind of took me out for a minute because I was like, what? We just seen him, but you know, and then it was like we went to his funeral. I remember my mom. We was waiting for her to come back to my house, y'all. This is like so real because the last video I got of my mom, excuse me, the last video I had of my mom was of her coming to my house because we was doing like a little Passover for him. He came. I mean, she came, and it was like literally like a week later, my mom was gone, and you guys, it didn't even stop there. Like, it really didn't stop there, and it was like that took me out, like I was telling y'all. And then my nephew, I just remember seeing him when we found out. He said, how am I gonna live without my grandma? And then it's just, I don't know what happened. It was like a week later, with him, y'all, a lot of people don't know. I'm older, of course, I'm older than my nephew, but he was my friend. He was like my protector. It was just a lot. Keep in mind, at the same time, we had a family friend passed away around the same time as my cousin baby daddy. So we had like my cousin baby daddy, family friend, close family friend, like literally, like she was like a cousin, but friend slash cousin. And then it was like my mama. Then it was like my nephew. And then literally after that, it was like after that, I believe my uncle died. This is like, I can't make this up, y'all. It's a lot. It's a lot. And then it was just a lot. I'm working through all this throughout this whole time. I was with this guy. I never put him on my channel, y'all, because he never wanted it. And I really thought that he loved me. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. I loved him. I was in love with him. I seen the best in him because, I don't know, I always see the best in guys before they see it in themselves. And I just knew I liked everything about him. But somewhere down the line, like, I don't know what happened at a time, he did cheat. It wasn't nothing like he say, it wasn't physical, but if you sending people pictures and stuff like that, to me, that's crossing the line. So we worked that out, and he had to gain my trust back with that, which he did. But with all of the death and all that happened, and keep in mind that didn't happen around the same time. That happened like years earlier before that. And we had worked that out. And then it was just literally, I had problems with his mama. But not really. That's the issue. I don't really know why she really didn't get along with me. Because it's not like I didn't like her. I really, really appreciate her, because without her, I wouldn't have him. I used to tell him that every time, like when he used to get mad at her over crazy stuff and be like, "Oh, I'm not picking up the phone," or "Oh, she's doing this person this." You gotta understand. I used to tell him, you gotta understand. As a mother, we want to put y'all first. And I knew where she was coming from because I have boys too. So I used to tell him, you gotta hold off. You gotta not be so rude. You can't, your mama want to see the best in you. She wants you to take that initiative, She just don't want to be like on your beck and hand, But for some reason, I don't know if maybe she didn't like me because of that, or I don't know, y'all. It was something long time ago with one of her sons. He said I hugged her husband at that time behind her back, and y'all, trust me, I did not hug that man, no way, because that's not me. He ain't even my type. Ugh, no, I would never hug him like that. I gave him like a hug, like a hug, and she took it a long way, and from there, she just didn't like me, I guess, from there. And then there was another time, I guess, that kind of took me back too, because I remember we went out to eat, and it was like Father's Day or something. I just remember crying to my friends and letting them know, like, what did I do? Like, why she don't like me? What did I, like, I didn't get it. I didn't understand it. But, it is what it is. But another time it was like, I guess, had to be probably when we was doing foster care or something. She thought I said something to the people, but the problem is, I don't think she. The problem is, we never sat down as women and we actually talked. We never did that. It was like always switch under under the rug because she was busy, I was busy. But the truth of the matter is, I never really was like not mad at her. I never really was like, oh, I don't like you or nothing like that. No, I was always, I didn't want him letting his mom know what went on with our, what went on between us because I didn't want to have to sit in front of the family and they judge me off of something that, you know, we had a moment of. Like, that's why I didn't want him telling his mom because I'm like, if she's not gonna like me, let her not like me because she just don't like me, not something because we got in an argument and you told her some stuff when you're not telling her on the other end that I know. You're not telling her, hey, I'm sitting here telling you not to cuss her out, not to text her certain stuff, or not to, oh, I want to do this to the house and stuff like that. Like, no, that's your mom. It's respect. And anyway, the guy I was with, sweet. I really did think he was the one. I was with him for 9 years. He broke up with me like recently, y'all. Like, and he said it was because, I'm sorry, y'all hurt my son. He said it was because of his mom, and it was some other issues. I'm not gonna put the other stuff on here because no, I'm not gonna do that. That's disrespectful. And but and it got me wondering, like, dang, did he ever love me? Did he cheat on me? Did he, like, what was it? Like, I knew his mom had an issue with me, but I didn't know it was that deep. Like, truthfully, I remember going to the house and she telling me, me and him make a great couple, and she really happy that he's with me. And I'm like, yeah, because I only want the best for him. Like, he did these projects, y'all. It used to irritate me. But I used to be hard on him because he was really fucking good, you guys. I'm not even gonna lie. He could have made billions. I mean, if he's not, I ain't gonna say billions, but he could have made some money if he just stuck to it and just did his craft. But I don't know why he just, or maybe she thought I was trying to replace her or something. I always told him I would never come in between you and your mom. That's one thing I won't never do because I cannot beat your mom. I can't. I I just told him I'll walk away. My only thing was I always wanted him to mean what he say what he mean. But he had a problem with not doing that. And he had started telling me, like, towards the end, I'm gonna be real with y'all, the last 2 years, it was rocky because exactly that. He will never tell me exactly what he mean. And he'll never mean what he say. Like, I mean, he was sweet. I'm gonna be honest, he's sweet and all, but I'm gonna be completely honest with everything. You gotta know your faults. And I get mad when women be like, oh no, that was on him because he did this and this. I know my faults. My mouth is vicious, okay? I have a vicious mouth. And I'm learning, I have been learning even before we broke up to watch my tone, not to say certain stuff. But it was getting out of pocket because I'm like, I want you to, like, just be you. Do what you was doing before because you're not doing that. But anywho, it was just, it's sad and all, but that's what I'm going through, y'all. It's been heck, and I kind of keep to myself. Relationship is crazy. I used to tell him that, like, the last 2 years, I constantly, like, maybe before that, I was telling him we should break up, because you don't know what you want. We should take a break. But I'm gonna tell y'all, never say anything like that if you don't mean it. I'm gonna be honest. And the thing is, I meant it at that time, but I never in a million years would have thought that he would have broke up with me. Not saying, okay, he broke up with me and it's like, okay, he got it, I wanted to break up with him first. No, never that. Because truthfully, like, I remember the last text I told him, I was like, I never was going to break up with you. I just wanted you to understand you gotta mean what you say. This is a grown up relationship. I'm not like everybody. When I say I'm with somebody, I'm with them. I'm like Chucky to the end, if you want to do that. But I don't think he was. But yeah, it's a hard. I know I get through it. And I know everything happened for a reason. But it's crazy when you think that you're supposed to be with somebody, that God set y'all up for a reason, and it turns out that that's not the case. But yeah, I know my part in this relationship where I did wrong. But I can't help but sit back and think, do he know his? Do he know that he didn't even try to choose me? And then I'm thinking maybe he was tired. Because I am a lot, y'all. I'm not going to lie. I suffer with depression and, I'm a big girl. But this is all stuff he knew because I'm 100% honest. I've been 100% honest. It's just, I don't know. The thing what hurts is that I was in love with him. Still is. And his daughter, I've been in her life ever since she was 1. I miss her like crazy. And it's crazy because oh God, anyway, it's just crazy because I don't know, y'all. When I was married, this is totally off subject. I'm almost at 20 minutes. I gotta let it go. When I was married to my ex, my son dad, before we broke up and we was trying to have kids, I remember we wanted to name our daughter Jasmine, and when I got with him and her name was that, I just melt. It's like I had anywho, y'all. It is what it is, but God is gonna get me through it, and slowly but surely, I'm getting through it. It's just a lot, and I want to record and do all that, so I'm just gonna put this out here like how it is. Like I can't. I'm just gonna put it out here like this, and I don't care what nobody say no more. They gonna make fun of me regardless. They gonna say stuff regardless. Only thing I can be is me. If you don't like it, don't. But that's just a little bit of why I haven't been on here. But my fan base ain't that big right now. But eventually, hopefully, it will. I'm trying to get like Peach McIntyre. But anywho, y'all. Thank y'all. come again. Subscribe. All right.